Hello and welcome to Red Bull. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Thanks everybody for the kind words and advice. Now, let's get into the story.
Original story. Yesterday I found out that my wife is having an affair. I calmly confronted her about my suspicions when she came home late last night. We've been together for 10 years, married less than one. But as I'm in my early 30s, the relationship and my partner have been a fundamental part of my life for what feels like forever. I was surprised when she confirmed that she was having an affair, and was convinced that I was just jealous of her spending time with friends without me. I have been frustrated with my inability to get details. It has been like pulling teeth when it comes to getting the specifics out of her. On one hand, I don't want to know. On the other, as painful as it is, I feel like I have to know. I'm mostly a Reddit lurker, but now that I've been confronted with my wife's affair, I feel incredibly alone, scared, and very uncertain. I have no support network, and my friends have fallen away with time and distance between us. With nowhere really to turn, I just wanted to get this off my chest and ask for advice. What do I do next? What is the right decision, and how do I make it or see it? I've canceled travel plans with my wife, but she will travel regardless. I'll have almost 2 weeks to myself, and I intend to focus on myself. Exercise, relax, figure out what I enjoy doing for fun again, and perhaps most importantly, make an effort to reach out and make friends. I need some help through this, as a grown-ass bearded man crying at work is just unseemly in this day and age. Update. Thank you all for your advice. I didn't expect such a response. A quick update for the interested and those that were kind enough to reach out. Lawyered up. Our prenups are solid. I obtained all the required financial information from my wife, and the attorney will be initiating the divorce this week. We've kept our assets separate, and we'll both leave with ours. It's a pain though that I have to wait 60 days after filing before the divorce can be processed and be official. The wife has covered the fees. I think this is fair. I didn't shit the bed, and I'm not stressing more than I have to over the process. We live in an apartment, and we will be signing the lease in her name only tomorrow, basically buying me out. I don't feel like I have to move out, but I'm choosing to. I'm in a stronger financial position, and I intend to live in a great place of my choosing, where I want, and on my own terms. This also gives me the chance to Marie Kondo my belongings, and hopefully will allow me to better focus on myself. I'm really planning on treating this as a fresh start. She still will be traveling. I didn't provide all the details, but she's going abroad to spend time with her family, and although I do feel like she should stay if she wants to work through this, that is not what I want to do. I'm okay with getting the time and space I need to recalibrate. The only hiccup is the cat. I got the cat, and love the shit out of it. The wife loves it too, and honestly, the cat loves her more than me. I don't even know what to do about the cat, but I have some time with the puss to figure it out. I don't hold animosity against the wife to the extent that I'm willing to disrupt the animal's life for the worse. Any cat whisperers, feel free to reach out. Once again, thank you everyone. Reading through the messages and the PMs has been therapeutic and beneficial. I'll probably still be reaching out for professional help at some point, but I've got my way forward for now. I've made my checklist of things to get done, and if there is one thing I love, it's checking boxes. Just found out my wife has been cheating on me for 11 months. I am absolutely devastated. I've been with my wife now for 10 years. Married for 3. We have an amazing 8-year-old girl, and just had another baby. On my way home from picking up my daughter from a friend's pool party, my wife accidentally sent me a screenshot of her FaceTime with another man. I instantly recognized him. When I got home I confronted her. She explained it was an Instagram pocket dial and she instantly hung up out of embarrassment and took a screenshot in the process. This was all I debunked this. After questioning her, come to find out she was FaceTiming this guy, and fucked up by sending me that picture entirely. She's been talking with this guy, who is also married, for around 11 months. So I contacted his wife, and let her know my wife and her husband have been hiding their conversations from us. After talking more with his wife, she discovered he was getting a hotel room down the street from our house all the time. She pulled this info up on their Marriott Points account. I called him, and got him to come clean. He has been fucking my wife for months at a hotel during the day. My wife would drop off my daughter at school, go meet with him, then come home and act like nothing happened. I've since confronted her and she's trying to get me to stay. The worst part is, our newborn baby may not be mine. They have been having sex throughout her entire pregnancy. I got a paternity test today, and should know by Friday the outcome. I don't want to divorce my wife. But she has absolutely broken my heart, and ruined this family. My oldest daughter has no idea, and I don't plan on telling her so they can keep a healthy relationship. My wife has never cheated before. I treat her like a queen, we are happy and love our relationship. Or so I thought. If she had never sent me that screenshot by mistake, I'd have never known. The worst part is I have no idea why she would ruin our family and marriage. I give her my all, I work my ass off for her and the girls. I'm broken. I just found out that my wife has been having an affair with her boss for the last month and I'm crushed. This is probably gonna be a long vent post, so I apologize in advance, but it's 4 AM and I don't have anyone to talk to. My wife and I have been together for 4 years. We just got married a couple of months ago. Throughout our relationship, I have taken her for granted, quit jobs with no plans, and essentially not been the man that I should have been. I've never cheated and I've always loved her. I just go through phases where I get depressed and don't show it like I'm supposed to. A couple of years ago, she got pregnant. It wasn't planned. I was young and stupid, and when she told me, I panicked. I wasn't ready to be a dad and I wasn't shy about saying so. We eventually decided to abort, but at her checkup beforehand I saw the ultrasound picture and immediately changed my mind. I didn't feel like I could tell her that I changed my mind because by this time she had agreed to abort and she was physically sick every day. I know that she always resented me for it, and a couple of months later she cheated on me for the first time. I never saw it coming. I always took her at her word and never thought she was capable of doing such a thing. She never came out and told me the truth about it though. I would find something and she would trickle truth me. Then I would find more and I'd get another little piece of the puzzle. I still may not know everything. I decided to forgive her though. She said that she did what she did out of anger and that she didn't even think that I cared anymore. I knew that I hadn't been the boyfriend I was supposed to be and I felt like I owed it to her to try to move past it. She would get so angry if I ever brought it up and call me insecure and whatnot. Fast forward to late last year. We get married. Our relationship was going through some big ups and downs. I wasn't working, we couldn't buy a house like I thought we could, and there was drama with her and my family. Every little fight we had turned into a big ordeal. She's never been one to be able to swallow her pride and apologize. I always have to end the fight. She sometimes seems like she's incapable of remorse. We find a nice house to rent that can accommodate our dogs, and the first month or so everything is great. More passion, less fights, I guess you could call it the honeymoon phase. December comes along and I still don't have a job and I'm still not doing my part around the house. I'm depressed because I've gained weight, I can't get my foot in the door of a decent job, I turn down offers she makes to do things, etc. I'm a crappy husband and I know a company that I used to work for, and in November they hired a 30-something married man with children to oversee her department. I'm immediately insecure. I don't know what it is, but the guy just gives me bad vibes. I see that he's texted her a couple of times but they're all work related that I can tell, but I still make a big deal about it. In early January, I can feel that something is wrong. She's getting up earlier for work, dressing to the nines, staying later, etc. Tons of red flags. I manage to get a hold of her phone and I find a text from him that she is under a girl's name. She had deleted it but somehow it popped up long enough for me to see and find him in her contacts. She makes the excuse that you make a big deal when he texts me about work and I was tired of fighting about him. But in my heart I know something is up. We take a week of space and agree to work things out. She swears that nothing inappropriate has ever happened. During this time and even up until tonight, she's distanced herself from me. She sits in the living room on her phone from the time she gets home until she comes to bed. She goes to the gym alone, goes to see family alone, and gets mad at me anytime I try to include myself. She gives me a list of everything that she resents me for and says that she's trying to work through it so that we can get back on track. I'm an emotional wreck every day because I got a good job, started cleaning the house and trying to do everything with her, basically overcompensating for all the things I didn't do. Tonight, I got a hold of her phone again and lo and behold, I find saved texts that confirms that they not only have been having an emotional affair for a couple weeks, but that it's gotten physical to an extent. I'm devastated. My heart is crushed. I woke her up and confronted her and there was basically no remorse or empathy. She won't admit that they kissed even though I have proof they did. She says that he means nothing to her but that our spark had died and that it was fun for her because it was new and he lavished her with attention. I'm just lost. I can't believe that the woman I love and married could do this. I told her that I would be willing to forgive her but she doesn't want to quit her job and she doesn't want me to confront him or she'll leave for good. I know I have to confront him though. She's gaslighting me and mad at me for going through her phone but she had the affair. I gave her multiple chances to come clean about it. I told her I would forgive her or we could just be done, but she just chose to lie instead. She went to sleep upstairs, told me she doesn't want to continue the marriage because at this point the damage has been done. I'm sitting downstairs with a 1,000 pounds weight on my heart and no one to talk to. I want so badly to blast all the pics and texts I have because she's made me out to be an insecure psycho when I was right from Jump Street. I know in my heart that I should just leave. I can't afford this house and the bills on my own, and I hate the thought of losing 4 years of my life, my marriage, and this woman that has been everything to me, but at the same time I can't trust her. She's proven that she's incapable of being honest or accountable when she does wrong. That's what hurts the most. You hear all the stories about cheaters getting caught and sobbing and apologizing and doing anything they can to make things right, but she's done none of that. I don't know if it's a facade that she puts up to avoid the shame or guilt or whatever she feels, or if she is genuinely just a heartless person that doesn't love me anymore. We went out last Saturday and had the best time. Made love for the first time since before all this happened, and I really thought that I had just been insecure and manufactured all the red flags myself. This is devastating. My new job is 30 seconds from her work and I can't imagine making that drive every day knowing she's there with him. I'm just gutted. I also feel the need to tell his wife as well. He has 2 small children and the thought of him doing this to them makes me physically sick. I would honestly like to beat the brakes off of him, but I know it wouldn't do any good. My plan was to confront him at work early in the morning and tell him, I know what you've been doing with my wife. You can either walk in there and quit this job immediately and never in your life contact my wife again, or I can send everything I have proof-wise to your wife, the owners of the company. You'll both get fired, and you'll get divorces and lose half your stuff and both your kids. Is that too far? Please help. I'm lost. She let me sit here dead inside for weeks, essentially being her slave while she did nothing around the house and barely spent time with me. TLDR caught wife for not even 4 months having an affair with her boss. Not sure if it's something I can or even should try to forgive, or whether I should contact his wife / get them fired.
Thank you for watching.